All right, so this is the last problem in that packet. Some college students use credit cards to pay for school-related expenses. For this population, the amount paid is normally distributed with a mean of $1,615 standard deviation. What is the probability that a randomly selected college student who uses a credit card to pay for school expenses pays less than $1,400? So they're asking for the probability that X is less than $1,400. Notice that this nowhere in this part right here have they said anything about a sample. So this entire problem is like the kind of problem that came from, I think it was section 5.2, where you're simply answering this question. And to answer that question, this is all about the population. Your population information is that the mean is 1,615. The standard deviation is $550. If you go to StatCrunch, you're just doing a standard. Your mean is 1,615. Your standard deviation is 550. And they want to know what's the probability that it's less than $1,400. Compute. Put your tick marks at those. This is what your picture would look like. 1,615. Subtract that 550, subtract 550, subtract 550, add 550, add 550, add 550. And then there's your probability that's less. So 0.3479. And this picture right here would need to be drawn, recreated right here. So it was 0.3479. And of course, this picture, you do 16, 15, 2165, 2715, and 3265. Do the same this way, 1065. You get the picture. 515, and this is negative 35. Draw the picture, and 1,400 was somewhere here, and it was less than, so it was shaded this way. How did I do? Yeah. So there you have it. So this is what I would expect to see, this right here. Now let's move on down, and it says you've randomly selected 25 students. What have we just done? We have created a sample. Okay, so we now have a sample. N is equal to 25. Is that big enough? No. So we need to be sure and go back and read the amount paid is normally distributed. So our population is normally distributed. So the fact that we are short in our sample size means that we're okay. Our sample is going to be normally distributed because our population was. Okay, so that means that here we have our population information. Here we have our sample information. Our sample is the X bar is still 1615, and the S is the 550 divided by the square root of 25. And 550 divided by the square root of 25, I think comes out to be 110. Okay, so you take this information and go back over here. All this does is change to 110. And what is the probability that the remaining amount is paid less than? So the question's the same. The probability that X is less than $1,400. So the only thing that changed was the standard deviation. So we're going to compute that and see it is a lot less because our standard deviation was smaller. So since our standard deviation was smaller, our number 1,400 was further away from the mean. So the answer is 0.0253. 0.0253. This time it is 0.0253. Okay, so here's the thing that I know happens. You read these two problems, and without somebody pointing it out, you would most likely work both of them with this information right here. And so, where if you're dealing with the population, you get the right answer. But if you're dealing with the sample, you do not get the right answer because you forget to do this. So, this right here, people, is going to be what gets you guys. This right here. You must know to do that. And why? When do you do that? When you're dealing with the sample. Okay. Now it goes on and says compare the two probabilities from part 1 and part 2. All right. And we notice that this one is a lot bigger than that one. So the chances of it happening out of the population is a lot greater than the chances of it happening here. And it doesn't say anywhere right here, but this one right here is actually unusual. The probability for the sample, this is unusual. Why is it unusual? I think I spelled that wrong. Because this is, about 2.5%. That's what that is. Move the decimal over and it's about 2.5%. This is unusual. Anything less than 5. Okay. So this outcome was not unusual. The top one right here, this one was not unusual. It's about 35%. This is about 35% chance that the college student will pay less. This is about a 2.5% chance. So this one's considered unusual. Okay, so I think there might be more wording on the one on the teacher notes, so you might want to go back and read those. But anyway, this should finish up lesson 5.3 and 5.4, and keep watching the Blackboard for more videos to come. Please email me any questions about the homework. You can also use the Ask Your Instructor. They send me an email and I can, help you with that specific homework problem. Anyway, keep me posted.